Today we get to take a look at two different Link boys from different Zelda games. Yes, I am very excited for this now. These are back available to get again. I think these might be original releases based on the licensing on the front of the packaging here. However, these come directly from Good Smile Company, and if you happen to be at Anime New York City, is that what it was called? These were the ones, these were them, the display ones. So the very same cute little boys. So maybe the older version of the release, not a problem. I am very excited about these things. I think I talked about them in the past before, but anyway, let's open them and find out if these Links are as good as they looks. Anyway, let's start in order of when the game's released. So we'll start over here with the Majora's Mask. Now this is going to be the closest thing, I think, to Ocarina of Time that we could possibly get. Unfortunately, if you're a Legend of Zelda fan and you like Ocarina of Time, I don't think there's any figure version, no Figma, no nothing for that guy. And this blows my mind. It's substantially more popular than Majora's Mask. I say that because I never played this one. But I did play Ocarina of Time, and I loved it, and it was a game. It was a game changer, a life-changing moment playing that game. Here we have a little instruction manual. It tells you some stuff and all the parts you got. Maybe I should look at this and see if it tells me what the names of some of these things are, because my knowledge now is of Tears of the Kingdom. That's all the Zelda that's in there now. So yes, these have been opened before, so we're gonna have like a true experience of what comes wrapped in plastic or not. But that doesn't really matter, does it? As long as we got all the parts, I'm a happy boy. Lots of bits of plastic. We have an extra neck peg per the usual. What else is in here? I'm just gonna cut it open because this is a nightmare. A nightmare. Woof. Man, things must really scare me if that's a nightmare. What am I, a little baby? A little baby? I don't want it. It is fun seeing how a lot of these pieces, bits, and doodads went from like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, all the other things in between, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. You get to see a lot of the same stuff. They just keep the things, but just maybe do them in a little different way. Anyway, what am I even saying anymore? Nobody knows. Uh-oh, his little head fell off. Look at him. He's a little chibi boy. I'm forever gonna be a little... Oh, that's just a little head holder. I am forever gonna be a little annoyed and upset that we just don't have Ocarina of Time anythings. I guess these are the little masks, but I thought, based on looking at the back of the box, I thought maybe these masks were gonna be a little more full size. Maybe these weren't masks in Majora's Masks, because they have this little stand, they're gonna float next to them. So I guess I don't know. Guess I should have played this game too. So thank you to the marketing team at Good Smile Company. You two have been fantastic. Thank you for sending these things over and making me a happy boy. How many times can I say that? I don't know. Too many times? Be original, stupid man. Look at your widow arms and a widow waggy. Oh my gosh. Not too many options for the right side. Good amount for the left side, and then the one extra leg. So lots to talk about. So why don't we just, I don't know, shut up and look at it? I was going to say shut up and talk about it, but that's what needs to happen. But I'm still gabbing. Shut up! Move big-headed Link out of the way. Let's look at these accessories. We have our little fairy. Now, I don't know if this is Navi in Majora's Mask, but it was in Ocarina of Time, so we're just going to pretend that that's who it is.
Hey! Listen!
Was she yellow in Ocarina of Time or blue? Now I'm just thinking of the ones in Tears of the Kingdom, which are just little generic fairies. We also have the little floaty boys. So the, I don't know which one this is. It reminds me of the Koroks, but it's different. And then this, which is of the water people. What the heck is their names now? I can't think, even though I played Tears of the Kingdom. I do. Don't get mad at me because I've forgotten things. And then our little Goron boy. I like this. This character design has pretty much stayed the same, it seems, across the board, while our little water folks have changed and our Korok people have changed, if that's who that is. And we have our shield, and we'll say this is a Hylian shield. God forbid I called it a Master Sword like a lot of people do, and be wrong and have some guy in the comments just being like, no, you can't do that. He was a little baby. Now, this looks fine. It's very basic. Let's move on. We have the sheath to our sword. It's got a little, oh gosh, a little nubby do, so we can obviously attach that to something on him. And then we have our Master Sword. I don't even know if this is a Master Sword at this time. The design is most certainly unique. It does not fit in there. That's a bummer. There's not even like a handle to put on there. Or, wait, yes, there is. It's a little tight, but yeah, you can just do that. Cool. I like when things are multi-purpose. This is the fun thing about a Nendoroid, I can tell you right now, is that you get a lot of stuff, there's a lot of playability, and it's super adorable, so if you like adorable things, and then it's better than, yes, a Funko. Then we got this potion. Now, this very specific one could be a very specific thing. I don't know, is this just a health one? Is this, something else? Does it do something else? We have a left arm that has a sleeve attached to it, and then it clearly holds something. That something could be something here. And then we get an alternate left hand, which is a grippy-do, which could hold on to basically a lot of stuff, such as this. Look at that. That's cute. And then you get an alternate left hand that is, maybe the sword can go in here, or the shield, so that's nice. Then you get one optional right hand, which is the grippy boy for the sword or shield. And then you get a left foot, right foot. Oh gosh, I don't know. I guess I could have looked at the packaging. But you do get an alternate neck peg with the little Good Smile logo. That's fun. We looked at all that stuff, didn't we? We get an alternate faceplate, which is this little guy. Ha! Looks good. We got this, which gives you fast speed or jumping in Majora's Mask. And then Majora's Mask, which is the infamous design. This, I mean, looks fine. It looks great. Again, I just don't have the connection to that because I played the other game. On by default, he's got this adorable smiling little face. All the paintwork here, the airbrushing, and the colors and stuff look really, really nice. Does this swivel? Yes. So you can get some kind of action poses. That's very fun. Details look great. I mean, paint is basic. It does exactly what it needs to do. It's not the perfect thing. Maybe the new versions are a little bit better than this older one. And then he's just got little fists on by default. Just standard swinging arms. These guys, they don't have a whole lot of articulation, but certainly more than you would expect for such a little thing. So you just get like swivels there, and then the little legs, the little kickies. But they're on ball joints. Wow, so you can actually swivel them around. And then he's got a twisty waist. Cool. You get some optional parts for the stand. So you get the base that is always the case, the basic case space. And then you get this stand, which will hold Link. And then you get this, which should hold probably the little fairy, which aka Navi, I'm guessing. Like that. And then you have this piece, which I don't know what the heck it is. I genuinely don't. It doesn't plug into that. Does it? No, it doesn't go into that hand. That these guys will snap on, but they don't. What is this thing? Does it allow his shield to attach to his back? Somehow? Instructions. Instructions are magic, but the magic is not helping us with the part number U. Number? Oh, it's to attach the mask? So we take his hair off. Maybe just doing it will help us. Literally lost the part. It's in his back, you idiot. There we go. Oh, God. Now he's a little unicorn. Okay, so you do that, and then you attach, which I don't think anybody's going to display him that way, because you want to see his little face. And then these just go over him like that. So, alright, whatever. You know what? That wasn't so bad. Oh, God. Instructions. And being able to read instructions, that's magical. Oh, no. Look at that. Oh, it really changes his look, doesn't it? I'm guessing that the leg could be either side. Yeah, adorable. Moving on. On to the Wind Waker. Now, if you're not familiar with this one, if you play Smash Brothers, this is the version you get. Look at it. He's got his little sneaky face on, his attack face. I didn't really look at the other box, which probably would have helped me with how all this stuff works. But anyway, let's open it up and see what we got. And definitely keep these instructions out, you dummy. Wow, way more faceplates. Now, talk about another game I didn't play. I am sorry, okay? I've played a lot of Zelda games. There's just some of them that got missed. And that happens. I'm sure you missed a lot of them. Like maybe all the ones before you were born, if you're a youngin'. Well, you definitely get a lot more stuff, it seems, with this set. So if you're trying to pick just one, you really got to look at the accessories, because having a Navi, having that little bottle is kind of fun. This is definitely Wind Waker specific style too. So for me, I think so far it's going to be the other one, the Majora's Mask. Again, closest to Ocarina of Time. But anyway, we're talking about this now. We already talked about that one, so stop talking about that one. Who would have thought? Up first is a shield. Now, I don't know what this shield is going to be called, so let's just call it a shield, and then we'll move on. Now, on the back of it's got a little peg, so that's kind of cool. I like this, so you can get multiple angles of usage out of this guy. And then you get this sword, which is just a sword. I doubt that this is a Master Sword. I mean, maybe it is. It's just very Wind Waker and doesn't look anything like a Master Sword. Then you get a heart, which is pretty fun. So obviously if you get both of these characters, you could kind of mix and match your accessories to a certain degree, I'm sure. But there you go. You got a new heart. Now you're ready to fight longer before you die. You get a slash effect, which is honestly a huge thing to have in the box. Not only physically, literally huge compared to everything else, but an effect piece, that's a big deal. You get a left arm that has this, which is for when he's conducting the orchestra, as we all know he did. Now, obviously, we can remove that hand like so, and then swap things out. So if you want a long sleeve with a bent arm on the left side, you can do that, and you can do that on the right side. So a bit more variety than we saw at the last set. He's got a gripping hand on the right side. You can do a gripping hand for the left. You can do a smaller gripping hand for the left, so this looks more like this shield. And then you got this kind of just, I don't know, some other kind of holdy hand for the right side. On by default, he's just got these flat open palm boys. How many times have I said boys in this video? God, come up with some new words. We have an alternate faceplate, which looks like this, a nice angry yelling one. A little bit of discoloration there. What happened? I don't know. Then we got this one, which is just a cute boy. Look at it. Oh, I just said boy again, but he is a little boy. So that's okay. And then we got this one. I really like the gradient colors in the eyeballs. It adds a lot of life and dimension for such a flat little thing. The face that was on by default was this one, which is, I guess, his neutral face, but he kind of looks a little worried with the little, like, W-shaped mouth. Again, looks fantastic. Super basic paint, but it's all doing exactly what it needs to do. You got a swivel piece here. Again, same basic levels of articulation that we had with the last one, so not a lot to talk about. We got an alternate neck peg. We have this piece, which, oh boy, no idea. I'll have to look at the manual. So let's just do that. So we have a stand to hold the effect. That's cool. And then I don't see anything that says what that does. And this one is only in Japanese. Oh, it's for the heart. Okay, because I can read katakana. I guess. This is the piece for the effect, I guess. Piece for the figure itself. Ugh, I get too caught up in stuff. So you can just do that, plug it into his back, and there you go. Now you can have him at least just not fall off the shelf because he's got a big head, or you can put him in a cool dynamic pose, action pose. These are great sets. I love these things. These two little guys, said something different, are fantastic. And I think I really do like the Toon Link style, especially as much as I played some Smash Brothers over the years. But the Majora's Mask is so close to Ocarina of Time that might be the winner for me. I don't know. Maybe I mix and match the accessories if I can, because obviously there's some differences in the arms and the hands and the sleeves, stuff like that. So there might be limitations of what could be held, but I got both of them. So I don't need to mix and match. I can just have them both and be happy, and just look at this one and be happy because it looks like that, and then this one because it looks like that. It's stupid. So stupid. I don't have to pick because I have them. Anyway, if you want to pick, tell me down in the comments which one is your favorite. Why would you go with that one? Is it because you only played Smash Brothers and this looks like that one? Or did you play older Smash Brothers and it looks like this one? See, it's still very confusing. How many versions of Link are there in games? Or just tell me what your favorite Zelda game is. Maybe you don't even buy these or have a Link figure. Just tell me what's your favorite Zelda game. If you enjoyed this review and you want to see some more Nendoroids get reviewed, then be sure to click the top link there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.